And she was a deserved winner, wasn't she, Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
Chelarue and Mustafina had to wait until the very last performance, and this young lady came up with the goods to steal gold from them.
And the Australian camp are simply mesmerised.
Well, so they should be. That's terrific. The last female gold medal at this World Championships, and it goes to Australia, and it goes to Lauren Mitchell. Unbelievable stuff.
The gymnasts out the back there congratulating each other. They all appreciate each other's hard work and ready straight away for the presentation.
Lauren Mitchell takes gold medal for Australia. Alia Mustafina and Diana Chelarue share the silver. Alexandra Raisman misses out.
So drama to the last there in the women's floor final, and that it really was, wasn't it? Taking your opportunity as she did, Lauren Mitchell, and some of the favourites there had, fallen, gone out of the area, and she really pulled it off, Lauren Mitchell.
Yeah, Lauren did really well. I mean, she was up 8th, and it's really hard to sort of sit there and wait. And obviously, there was a couple of delays with scores coming out, so she did really well to just keep focused.
And she was, of course, the girl who came second behind you last year.
Yeah. I mean, she will have been out there. She had 2 finals today, and she was really rooting for a medal. So I'm really pleased that she's got the title.
What I love sitting next to you guys is how you learn from each other, because you're explaining to them about some of the the differences in the female tumbling, and you're impressed with some of the moves as well. So I think a lot of people think that you all spend all day together, but you train very separately, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time we train as totally different clubs around the country. These guys are based further south than I am. It's only when we're actually at Lilleshall that we get to see each other, and when we do see something good, you sort of go, that's good, what do you do, what's it worth, kind of thing.
It's really interesting though that your appreciation, which I absolutely love, of the female gymnasts and their talent and their ability.
Yeah, I mean, if you see something that's good in the gymnastics world, it's good.
No matter who does it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who does it, it's going to be good. Sometimes I don't understand some of the girl gymnastic code, so I have to ask Beth to know what it's worth and how to do it and stuff like that. So.
Well, let's have a look at some of the girls there. Mustafina, first of all, and was this pivotal, do you think? How much would she have lost for this
She would have just lost a couple of tenths for the leg form, and then obviously the step off to the side. She did a lot better routine in qualification and on the all-around final.
Yeah, and that was her 3rd silver in the apparatus finals after her gold overall. And she looks yesterday like she was desperate to get another gold.
Yeah, I think it's nice to have the all-around title, but with her being in 4 finals, she was definitely out there to win one of the apparatus and claim it, but it didn't quite work out.
She was going to be sharing the gold with Chelarue, and this looked a fantastically energetic routine. Difficulty was also up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, she had a really high start value, and we were saying the whole way through, she just does not stop. She's a little whippet, just keeps going.
ADHD, isn't it?
She doesn't stop, does she? Do you admire that as well, Lewis? Can you see?
Yeah, I mean, you can really see a routine where it's calm and placid and fluid, and then you can also see one that's really high practice and bouncing, energetic, and two completely different types of routine, and they've got 2 completely different styles, which I think is both appealing.
And where does Lauren Mitchell compare to that in terms of difficulty and style for you?
Lauren's got a lot more slower style than compared to the little Romanian, but the routine that she got has really suited her. The choreography for it is one of the top that I've seen.
I know you love that. He loves that move. Daniel loves this the other day.
Yeah, this skill, I mean, she's one of the only girls that does it, and it's so hard to try.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, especially on beam. I can't even do a half, but she's just got it nailed, and every time it just impresses people.
Well, Daniel kind of let out a great big holler the other night when she did it. He went, wow, that's amazing. And capping a great year for her, of course. She did brilliantly in the Commonwealth Games as well.
Yeah, they made the decision to send both teams to the Commonwealth and then straight on to here, which could have been a big mistake. Yeah. But obviously it showed here that she had the focus all the way to the end. And celebrating with her personal coach there, and he's been with her, and he had past gymnasts that have also done very well.
Well, it was a very dramatic floor final, and Beth won't say, but if Beth had been out there, what do you reckon, Daniel?
she would have definitely had the chance to take the gold, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it was a very impressive competition, wasn't it? And it's amazing, people think these girls, especially the Romanian girl, they practice week in, week out, and then it comes to the final, comes to the biggest stage of all, and to land twice outside the area.
It's just awful. I mean, the amount of grit and determination they've got, and the amount of sacrifice that they've done over the years, and to come so far and yet fall at the last hurdle, it's just all I can do is sympathise with her.
Yeah, sympathise and go away and practice even harder. Well, that's what these guys have been doing, because it's fair to say that this World Championships has been Great Britain's best ever.
An incredible week here at the Ahoy Arena in Rotterdam culminated on a sensational Saturday for British gymnastics. 3 World Championship medals collected represented one of the best days in their history.
What an absolutely stunning performance from Daniel.
He's through it, and that is superb.
Barbara Streisand.
Beth Turtle from Great Britain takes the gold medal.
Mitch, have you ever commentated on a better day in British gymnastics?
Never. I didn't think I'd ever see that day. Incredible. 3 medals, and the build-up was great, wasn't it? It went bronze, silver, then gold. And I've been commentating and coaching for a lot of years. I never thought I'd see that.
We've done excellent preparation. The team's been fantastic. We've been together for many, many months now, and you always have that nagging doubt at the end they can't do the final hurdle, but Dan Purvis especially and the other guys just put it together, delivered on the right day, which is what every coach dreams.
It was wonderful to obviously achieve the gold, and for Beth, absolutely brilliant. She's now a 3-time world champion, which I never thought I'd get in my lifetime.
Does that explain the tears?
It was the national anthem. I always sing the national anthem because you don't really know how many times you're actually going to get to sing it. So when she's up there, that's all you want to do. And it just set me off, and that was it.
That routine of Beth's was fantastic. We're a little bit complacent about it in Britain because, we see her compete, we see her train, but it is a special routine, the likes of which haven't really been seen in the world of gymnastics before.
Where did Dan Purvis and Lewis Smith rank on the all-time British gymnastics?
They're part of the crest of the wave, and they're really benefiting from all the coaching expertise. They're really great. They're in the top half a dozen achievers ever, but you can only be as good as your time, and these guys are grabbing their opportunity. Fabulous, really.
A few years ago I was one of the sceptics that thought it was going to be impossible to break into the upper ranks, but we're now regarded as a major force in world gymnastics, so it's just such an exciting time. There's a real buzz about the camp at the moment.
Got many more gymnasts that are on the up. They're looking forwards, they're seeing our gymnasts performing, they're seeing them winning medals and thinking, I can have some of that.
With 2 years to go into London, do you think British gymnastics has made the right kind of statement on the world stage?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it has to be kept up. Nobody can be complacent. That's very apparent. You see countries move up and down the rankings quickly if you become complacent. But we're building. The statement's there. We're impressive, not only with this team, but we sent second teams to Commonwealth Games. They won medals as well. So we're very much a force to be reckoned with.
This really has been an impressive performance, hasn't it, by Great Britain at these championships. And we should just say there, hearing your coach Amanda is almost as rare as hearing Alex Ferguson on the BBC. She never talks, and she almost brought you to tears, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see her yesterday when the medal ceremony was on, but everyone was texting me saying they'd made them cry because she was crying. And she is one that always stays out of the way of the camera. As soon as I finish my performance, she'll say well done. Even when I'm waiting for my score, she won't sit with me because she's just prefers to be out of the way and just leaves me to it.
And is the backbone to this success in recent years, Daniel? Do you think it's down to the coaching, getting the coaching infrastructure right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got a lot of great coaches now, a great technical director, a great medical team as well. And I think everything's just coming together, in time for the Olympics. So.
Of course. So let's have a little look then at just how successful this championships has been, Lewis. The men's team 7th, the women's team 7th, the women's all-round 16th and 22nd respectively, the men's 5th and 9th, uneven bars, gold, pommel, silver, men's floor, bronze, and a finalist in the women's vault.
Oh, that sounds good. That almost makes me want to read it off again. No, it's just amazing. In every step, it seems we're doing even better. And all I can do is just look forward to the next World Championships and just hopefully just keep improving and keep making history books.
And the next championships for the men and the women are so important, aren't they? Because of course that's where the teams can qualify outright for the Olympics.
Yeah, if you finish as a team in the top 8, then you qualify straight away to go to the Olympics in 2012. If not, there's another test event in January where you have to qualify.
You don't want to go there.
That's our main target is obviously Tokyo, because otherwise 2012 will be a packed year.
Okay. Thank you very much, Beth. Let's go to the national anthems now, which you can hear at the moment for the women's floor. Lauren Mitchell, Australia. Well done to Lauren Mitchell, and thank you so much, you guys, for coming in and sharing, your experience of the last few days. Good luck with your training for the future.